Welcome to the Olympia Stadion in Munich, where tonight the eyes of Europe focus on the grand finale of Euro 1988. It's the Netherlands against the Soviet Union, a clash of flair against discipline, and history hangs in the balance. For Ruud Gullit, Marco van Basten and this Dutch golden generation, the dream is close. They've swept past England, conquered West Germany in their own backyard, and now stand just 90 minutes from a first major international trophy. The Soviets, unbeaten so far in this tournament, have built their campaign on organisation, resilience and power. They beat this same Dutch side in the group stage, and with Rinat Dasaev commanding in goal, they will believe they can repeat the trick here in Munich. The stadium is alive with colour, the atmosphere feverish, and we are moments from kickoff. It's the Netherlands, it's the Soviet Union, it's the European Championship final of 1988, and it's all to play for. First, the team news. The Netherlands are unchanged from their semi-final victory over West Germany, with Van Basten again leading the line. The Soviet Union, however, have to rearrange their backline from the side that defeated Italy in the semi-finals. Right back Kuznetsov is suspended for the final, so Demienko comes in. Bezanov has not recovered from an injury sustained against Italy, so Elienkov drops back from midfield to play at centre-half, partnering Kyriatulin. That allows Belanov to come back into the team up front with Protasov. Big in-force changes, and let's see how the Soviets cope. And we have kickoff, and the Netherlands get us underway, playing left to right as we watch them. It's a cagey opening to the game, both teams passing the ball around at the back, trying to get a handle on the other team's setup. The first shot of the game comes from Litovchenko, who picks up a loose pass in midfield before shooting speculatively from about 25 yards out, but his shot is dragged well wide. Dutch players showing signs of nerves. First, the ball is miscontrolled and left to run out of play. This is followed by a foul throw on the other side. The Soviet Union have definitely started the better, looking to play over the Dutch midfield whenever they can. Protasov looks to get on the end of one of those long balls, but Van Breukelen gets there first, and then up the other side, Ronald Koeman blasts a free kick well over the bar from about 30 yards. Further long balls from the Soviet Union suggest they believe there will be space behind the Dutch backline. In the first 10 minutes, the Dutch have not really yet got going as an offensive unit. Gullit is coming deep, and the Soviet Union defenders are able to outnumber Van Basten. In the 13th minute, Gullit finally has some space. A quick throw out from Van Breukelen is quickly passed on by Vandenberg. Gullit, on the centre circle, takes it past Rats and now can sprint forward, opening those long legs of his. Elienkov is stationary and Gullit breezes past the centre-back, but that takes Gullit to the right of the penalty area and Rats is able to get back and he fouls Gullit near the byline about 5 yards outside the box. The resulting free kick comes to nothing but a warning to the Soviets of the running power of Gullit, which may be why he likes to take up a deeper position to Van Basten. As we said, it's been a tense opening 15 minutes. Neither goalkeeper has been threatened seriously yet. Both teams looking for long balls forward, hoping to profit from the second ball, but as yet to no avail. Then Zavarov bursts into action, just inside his own half, on the left side. A quick turn of pace takes him past Vandenberg. He then steps inside Van Arle and now has open space in front of him as the Dutch backline retreat. Rijkaard eventually comes to meet him centrally about 10 yards outside the box, and Zavarov plays in Gatsmanov on the left side, but the pass doesn't have enough pace, and Ronald Koeman is able to come across and block Gatsmanov's attempted cross, and the Dutch can clear. As Gullit showed earlier, that is what this game needs, as Zavarov just did, someone willing to force defenders into positions they don't want to be in. The Soviet Union now suddenly looking dangerous. On 18 minutes, Elienkov finds Litovchenko, unexplainably unmarked, centrally, halfway inside the Dutch half. He can turn, and he plays a lovely ball into the path of Protasov, who's made an excellent run off the shoulder of Rijkaard into the right side of the penalty area. Van Breukelen races out of the goal like a bat out of hell and throws himself at the feet of Protasov. The Soviet player goes down in a heap, the ball is left behind, and Van Breukelen can fall on it. Was that a penalty? The referee and linesman say play on. And there are no complaints from the Soviet players, but I would love to see a replay of that again. Did Van Breukelen touch the ball or the player first? Replay is coming up now. I've just seen the replay of that, and it seems to me that Van Breukelen dives right over the ball, touching the ball, yes, as he goes, but then completely taking Protasov out. I can't believe the Soviet players, and especially Protasov, didn't protest the challenge. For me, that is a penalty all day long, and from that also then a red card for Van Breukelen. However, nothing given, and we proceed with play. Van Basten now miscontrolling the ball a few times. Definitely nerves amongst the Dutch team, but can the Soviet Union take advantage? So far, I can't remember them having a shot on target. The game now entering a period of back and forward without much product. Both teams, it seems, waiting for a killer pass rather than risking committing too many players forward. Like in the 29th minute with Zavarov trying to play in Litovchenko, with Van Tigelen doing well to cover the danger. A minute later, a great chance for the Soviets. Belanov does well to control a long ball forward halfway inside the Dutch half. He turns away from Van Tigelen and Van Aerle and feeds the ball to his right to Litovchenko, whose turn inside puts Rijkaard on the ground. Litovchenko is now approaching the D of the penalty area. He has a clear shot on goal, but it's a comfortable save for Van Breukelen at a good height to his right. That was a chance. Shortly after, Hullet has that space in midfield we spoke about earlier. He's able to run unimpeded into the Soviet half from the halfway line. He attempts a 1-2 at Van Basten centrally, about 10 yards outside the box, but centre-half Kiryatulin body checks Hullet, and a free kick is awarded 2 or 3 yards outside the D of the box. Ronald Koeman looks poised for one of his famous pile drivers, or will it be Hullet for something more refined? It's Hullet, it's over the wall, it's on target, but comfortably tipped over the bar by Dasayev. It would take a lot to beat from there a keeper who many consider is currently the best goalkeeper in the world. Replays show it was quite central for the keeper and lacking a bit on pace. The Dutch have a corner though. It's swung in to the near post to Hullet, but it goes over his head and is headed away by the Soviet Union, but it comes back out to Erwin Koeman, who had taken the corner. He swings a ball first time back into the box towards Van Basten. Oh dear, there could be a problem here for the Soviets. Half their defence have come running out to play offside, but 2 defenders have stayed in with Van Basten. And then, inexplicably, keep running out, leaving Van Basten onside, halfway inside the penalty area. Hullet has stayed inside also. Van Basten sees his unmarked teammate and heads the ball back across the penalty area to Hullet. Goal! A goal for the Dutch. Hullet powers in the header from about 8 yards into the back of the net, past the despairing dive of Dasayev. Holland take the lead. It's Ruud Hullet, and that was a defensive shambles from the usually so well-organised Soviet defence. They got their offside trap completely wrong. So many individual errors there in not reading the situation. It looked as if they were just on autopilot. The ball goes out from a corner, we run out. Actually, it's telling that it was Elienkov, the makeshift centre-half for this game, who left Van Basten unchallenged. Legendary Dutch coach Rinus Michels smiles on the sidelines, and well he might. That was Hullet's first goal of the tournament, and what a time to shine. So now, how will the Soviets respond? They will have to take more chances offensively, and that could suit the Dutch. More concern for the Soviet Union, though, on 33 minutes, with Litovchenko earning himself rightfully a yellow card after hacking down Hullet from the side. It's the Dutch who are pressing forward more now. They look more confident and assured on the ball. Those early nerves now almost forgotten. Rijkaard heading tamely wide from a Vandenberg free kick from the right side. Shortly after, Rijkaard plays a nice ball into space. Van Aerle has a good opportunity down the right wing to cross to an unmarked Hullet, but Hullet opts to take a touch and the moment is lost. On 37 minutes, Wouters gets a yellow card for a foul on Mikhailichenko. Since the goal, the Soviets have not yet been able to get into the Dutch third of the field. However, they might have a chance now. It's Belanov, just outside the 6-yard box. He shoots, but it's over the bar. Perhaps Wouters being in close attendance put him off, but you have to fancy Belanov there. The chance came from a speculative ball into the box from the right side from Demienko. It came to Rats on the left side of the penalty area, who played the ball back into the centre of the box under pressure from Ronald Koeman. Koeman was then out of position, and Mikhailichenko could take the ball down centrally with his back to goal about 8 yards out. He turned once, he turned twice, sending both Dutch defenders to the ground. Rijkaard got a touch, and that is when it fell to Belanov. The Soviets' best chance of the half, if we are not counting the penalty incident earlier. In the 42nd minute, another yellow card, this time for Kiliatulin for a foul on Van Basten. The game getting a bit stop-start now, and the Dutch will be happy with that as we approach half-time. Can the Soviets rise themselves for an effort before the break? Zavarov tries a shot from 25 yards, but that is well over, and there we have it. The French referee blows his whistle for half-time. A half short on goal-mouth action, a tight game with the Dutch leading thanks to a serious moment of lack of concentration from the Soviet defence. Hullit's header is currently the difference. Half-time here in Munich, it's the Netherlands 1, the Soviet Union 0.